So 6 o'clock in the morning, it's -1 degrees and a little bit icy on the floor. I've got every single layer that I've got on me, on my bike. I'm just about to commute to work and show you the new Trek commuter lights. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see me or make me out, but I've commuted to work for about 7 years now, had a variety of different lights. So today Team Cycles have given me a set of the new Trek Commuter Pro lights to give them a go and see if it makes things any easier, especially because it's pitch black on parts of my commute. I want to see if they're significantly better than what I already had. So let's go. The flash on the front and rear is an irregular pattern, and studies have shown that this is miles better from a visibility point of view for drivers of catching their attention. It's just one of the little things that Trek have done to make it commuter friendly. So I don't know how well, again, that's coming out, but the brightness of this light is incredible. It's like a car headlight. I think one of the big things that Trek have introduced with it as well is it's almost got like a dimming feature where it won't blind oncoming drivers and riders. But yeah, the amount of brightness is ridiculous. Like I say, I'll show you what it looks like with this, and I'll show you the light I was using before. There's no comparison. That's what I was using before. That difference is insane. You can't even see me. You can't even see the bars. So one of the things I have noticed, which is super helpful, is that it's really easy to press the buttons. Now, I've got the biggest, thickest gloves on because it's freezing cold, and I've got liners on and everything. And usually I struggle to press the buttons on lights. However, this is easy as anything to operate. There's one big button on the front one that operates them both. I guess I can talk about the rear one a little bit. Although it's been around for quite a while, they've not really had to change much. It's still lightweight, packs a punch, super powerful. It's really good, really like it. I already wear plenty of bright colours, but you're definitely not missing me now. So Trek claim that the lights can be seen from 2 kilometers away when in the dark, and I think I believe them. So day running lights have been proven to improve cyclist visibility to road users massively. So again, another massive benefit of using these lights is not just for the dark. Right, that's me at work. Let's go and get changed. So I'm fresh off my commute now, and I'm going to talk a little bit about these Commuter Pro lights from Trek. They come as a pair, rear, which is absolutely small and mighty, tiny but super powerful, and the front, which is a little bit bigger, still not too heavy, but it really packs a punch. It's like a car headlight. I'd say one of the things I love about this is the two can link together. So one button control with the one on the front, which is easy to operate with really thick gloves on when your hands are cold, like mine were today. It'll activate both lights and turn them off, change the flash mode and all that sort of thing. And I really love that from an easy use point of view. That's fantastic. I would say when it's got
The flash mode on the front one, the battery life is reasonable. 12 hours according to the back of the box, but when you put the higher beams on, the constant beam on, it goes down to 3 hours or an hour and a half, so you're not looking at using that for like a longer duration ride. You'd be looking at using it for probably just your commuting and charging it regularly if you're even using the high beam. The rear, according to the back of the box, gets between 4.5 and 15 hours depending on which mode you have it on, which is a little bit more reasonable. So for most, other than the kind of the brightest setting constant, you'll get like a decent ride out of that one. And considering how small and lightweight it is, I think that's super impressive. Now, Trek claim that on the back of the box, they're visible from 2 kilometers away in the dark and 400 meters away in the light. Now, I was a little bit skeptical about this, but having used them a little bit and seen how bright they are compared to the lights I was currently using, which I thought were pretty good, I really do believe that those claims, I haven't tested it, but I really do think that you'll get that level of visibility. Both come within a regular flash pattern, so that's beneficial from a visibility point of view for drivers, so it catches their attention more, studies have shown. In addition to that, it can be used as daytime running lights, which is something that's massively beneficial for the visibility of cyclists as they're riding. As I say, some of the things I love is the kind of the weight of them, the size of them is really good compared to other things on the market. They've got a main beam on the front one. Kind beam is what Trek call it, and effectively stops blinding oncoming cyclists and cars, which when the light is this bright, it easily could. And I think it works really well because the area in front of me was really visible, but it never seemed to impact drivers that were or riders that were oncoming in a different direction. So there's some of the things that I really love. Some of the things which I'm not as keen on are in the front one, as I say, had a smaller battery life, given its size, and I guess the amount of power that's coming out. Like I say, running for an hour and a half to 3 hours on the higher beam isn't great. You wouldn't use that for much of a longer ride, and it takes up to 6 hours to charge it from flat. Now, to me, that's a real problem. That's going to take you most of the day to recharge. I don't know how much you'd get, how quickly, if there's a quick charge feature, but it's not advertised. So both of these lights are compatible with Trek's blender system or Bontrager's blender system. So if you've got any Bontrager components or a Trek bike, then these will integrate nicely. So the two lights wirelessly connect to one another. So using one button on the front will give you both a display on the front light as to what the battery level is of both, but it also gives you control of what mode each light is using and to turn it on and off, which that single button control when it's cold and you've got big thick gloves on is nice and easy while you're out riding. The front light is charge back compatible, so what that means is that if your phone was running low or any other device, you can use the USB-C cable to another component, so whether it's like say your phone, another light, anything like that, and you can actually use it to charge them. Obviously it does have quite a big battery, but it does take quite a long time to charge. So as I say, these are an absolutely massive improvement on the lights which I've had and was running with for years and thought was okay. It kind of redefined what a light can be to me. But some of the small downsides are the two lights come with two different charging cables, so one's USB-C and one's an old type USB, so you can't use the same cable for both. A little bit frustrating. As I mentioned, the charge time for the front one is about 5 hours from flat, which is immense. It's a long time. It's obviously got a big battery in it, but it expels it pretty quickly when you're using it with a high beam, because it only lasts between 1.5 to 3 hours, which to me is only enough for commuting. It's not enough for kind of your generic riding where you won't have a light out in front. And as I say, the other minor issue I had with it is when I had thick gloves on, cold hands, I found it quite hard to activate the little latches to remove these from my bike easily, but it wasn't a major problem at that. But yeah, overall I think they're the best lights that I've ever had, just with some minor drawbacks. But like I say, how many lights can you use to charge your phone when you're at work or you're in the middle of your commute? I think that's a big one. And I know a lot of people, or some people who want to do those longer rides, have a dyno on the front wheel which charge lights and garments and stuff as you're going, so that could be an option for the front light if you do need it for something like that. But overall, I'm a really big fan of these lights, and they're available at Team Cycles, so go and check them out.
Can't even operate my GoPro. My hands are that thick with gloves. I can operate the lights without the GoPro. Turn off.